Daddy, you sure you know what you're doing?
Last time I checked, I'm still high, real high. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cosby, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still gotta did it on my own. Stay independent for you to get what I'm getting. It will probably take a village. Just give me a minute, turn a snippet to a hit, and now they all want a percentage, but I'm only paying visits. Big dog, hit 'em with thick thumbs and a quick jaw. Pit boss, if they ain't playing, they getting kicked off. Jigsaw, I got 'em puzzled, got 'em a bit lost. It's a feeding frenzy, I put the beat in a big trough. Got it on lock, got the password. Type of thing you couldn't manufacture. 10,000 hours, got it mastered. Can't see the patterns. Last time I checked, I'm still high, real high. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cosby, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I still hot, real high. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cosby, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I'm still the man in my town. They had to crown me. What I used to make in a day, I make it hourly. Told Grant, send me a beat and make it bouncy. When they hear the tag, they know it's about to be a big scene. Catching us on the big screen. 16 bar slicker is pristine. Let's dream everything that we spit clean. Big jeans, pockets are looking mint green. Pen game bulletproof. Look at all the levels that we took it to. Sticking out like a crooked tooth. Staring at the mirror like, look at you. Damn, I'm still high, real high. Kept it dope without a pill pop. Bill Cosby, steady climbing to the hilltop. Tip top, did it all off of a TikTok. Yeah, last time I checked, I
Now, I did buy new Post-it notes, but it came during a trip with the kids and my wife, and it was thrown in the general bag, and so I have no idea. Sometimes my wife will hang a bag up in a closet, and like 3 weeks later, I'm like, what's this? She's like, oh, we bought that at Walmart. And it'd be like a bunch of stuff. I'm like, why do we buy it? And hang it up in a closet. So I'll have to ask her tomorrow. There's no way in hell I'm asking her tonight. You talking about Swordfish, James? Or the country style one? It's going down. That's all she wrote for beer for me. So we better pull some heat here. I can't go any longer. Been doing it since 11 o'clock this morning. Alright, here we go, guys. Fresh case. 5 boxes. Unfair. I'll have to check it out. I don't know if I heard that one. They've been putting a lot of content out. I think the two of them work really well together. Did they just start collaborating recently, or have they always worked together? My son is in there playing Gran Turismo Sport. He wanted the new Gran Turismo, but it's like $70. Gran Turismo Sport is like $9.99. But he saw the new movie. Have you seen the preview for the new movie, Gran Turismo? He's like obsessed with it already. It's not even out yet. So he's like, I want to play this game. I want to be a racer. I'm going to start playing. Like, all right, we'll get Gran Turismo Sport. Let me see if I can find what Cohen did with my dice. I think he took them upstairs. That booger. I'll tell you what. That's the first thing he goes for. Oh, man. I have no idea what he did with them. Give me a second here. Ah, here they are. I kind of lost it on him today. He was moving everything around. I felt kind of bad. No. It's a story about how this guy guy became a racer off of playing Gran Turismo, this kid. Look it up. If you haven't seen the preview yet. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2 left, 3, 4 middle, 5, 6 to the right. 5, 6 to the right is what it's going to be. We'll do these 5 boxes right here. We'll save these for mixers and maybe another player break. I don't know. So 5 is going to be to the right. Good luck, everybody. I like the player breaks. We will use post-it notes, of course. Yeah, definitely. So I've seen over the last couple weeks, or last couple days, I should say, we've seen Elemental. We have seen Transformers in 3D, which I will say save your money on the 3D. And then Flash, which we saw non-3D because they don't really do it in 3D. But that was Flash and like just the regular theater was better graphically. It's crazy. It felt more 3D than Transformers did in 3D. Transformers was good. It just, I don't know. Those movies tend to fall flat for me a little bit. I love the concepts and like the way it looks when they transform and stuff. But we watched the one from 2012 this week, and I think, that was over 10 years ago. Graphically, I think it was probably better than the new one. It's crazy. Yeah, the Gran Turismo, my wife and I said the same thing. We're like, we might have to go see that one. My wife and I's next movie is the Barbie one. I know, right? What was the, not Cruising USA before that? Oh, what was the Nintendo one? Rad Racer. Man, if I could have made it off of Rad Racer. Quentin Johnson's going to be the first one up. This is going to be numbered 5 out of 5. Hey, I'll do the $20 straight deal. $20 if we hit a straight. Quentin Johnson is going to be Slam. Slam's up already. Beetlejuice 2. Sometimes I think things are better left alone, but who knows? My kids, my son wanted to see Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever, but then we watched more of it. He's like, I don't know, that might be a little scary, so I don't know if we'll see that. Kenny McIntosh, like the computer. It's going to be Dougie Burger. State Pride out of 4. We have a 5 and a 4. Yeah, there's not a whole lot more coming out this summer, honestly. They're starting to where, a lot of it has come out already. Oh, I'll tell you what was that Blue Beetle for DC actually looks pretty good. Brock Glenn with the 3. We have a 3, 4, 5. Brock Glenn going out to, is that one of the combo spots? It's going to go to Slam as well. I will say someone said that there's about 10 extra players on the list that we didn't see, which is okay. If they're extra, I don't think they're big names, but if they're extra, we will just random them off like we did yesterday. Slam with the 3. Brock Glenn's with 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Kelly Ringo. Who's got Kelly Ringo? We'll let you pick. This would be an interesting one to pick. Larry, you in here, Larry? Larry, are you in here? If so, do you want this to be out of 1 or out of 2 for our straight $20 credit if we hit it? You know what I know they do. GoldenEye. I wish we could just have like an old classic GoldenEye, but redone, because they don't do them like the split. I know it's like Fortnite and all in there. I don't know. I guess they're bringing it back on like the Switch and stuff. You can play it on the Switch now. That's what I want. I want it to be remastered almost. Not recreated, but remastered, so it's better on bigger screens and stuff like that. All right, what do you guys want? Do you want this to be out of 2 or out of 1? Out of 2 or out of 1? First person to answer it counts towards our straight giveaway. Out of 2? All right. Out of 2 it is for the sake of this. This is a 1-on-1. We do $20 credit. It's out of 3. It wouldn't have mattered. Malachi Nelson is going to be going out to Miguelito. Man, everything under 5 though. 5 or less. Not the biggest names in the box though. So no huge names in that one. That's interesting because all of our other boxes seem to have at least a big name there. But we'll see. Let's see. We've had very good success with our first case. Let's hope it wasn't an anomaly. Does anyone know when training camp officially starts? Not like mini camp, but training camp. All right, let's see if we can still hit the straight. I do see a 101 in here. Anytime you see that sticker, that means it's going to be a proof 1 of 1. We got a Josh Downs. It's going to be out of 4, kicking it off. We have a shot here. Josh Downs out of 4, going out to Chris Taylor. As far as new releases this week, we have Panini 1's coming out, and there's something... Oh, Chronicle. Was it Chronicles? Yeah, Chronicles. And Panini 1. Late July, early August is when it starts. I thought like August we were already in like preseason games. Devin Brown, 6 out of 6. Devin Brown going to be going out to Nick Hughes. What up, Nick? Hopefully you're in here. Oh, there you are. I saw you just responded to Seth. I know that you were waiting last break. Sorry we were a little behind tonight, man. My sons are having a slumber party in the basement because sometimes you don't have to see mommy in bed. Dalton Kincaid. Hey. Let's go, Buffalo. Yes, that's a dad win. I wondered if he'd pick it. That's my son. He's up playing Gran Turismo. Did you guys hear him? Could you hear him on there? Dalton Kincaid is going out to Slam. Did you hear my son get... That's awesome. Stankowski getting that out of 7. Nice card, buddy. I'm excited to watch him play. And we got a 101. It's going to be Dwayne McBride. Hit him in his DMs. 1 of 1 going out to Don Wiley. That is a proof. I told my wife, I said, I think Paxton's almost old enough to go back to the Bills game. If you haven't been around... Oh, shit. Hold on. CJ Stroud, 7 out of 7. Who's got CJ Stroud? Dougie. Finally on the board, Dougie. You've been on a little bit of a dry spell. There you go. Stroud crack, 7 out of 7. This is his hit him in his DMs auto. He just signs DM. Out of 7, Dougie. 7 out of 7. They call that an eBay 101. Is my boy a Buffalo fan? I mean, he is because I am. But if I ask him, he likes... Paxton, what all teams do you like in football?
The Buffalo Bills, the Eagles, and the Jags.
And the Jags. I think he means the Cardinals. Do you mean the Cardinals or the Eagles?
Cardinals.
Yeah, he doesn't like the Eagles. He likes the Cardinals and the Jags. He's always liked the Jags, and I don't know why. I don't know why. I was like, why do you like the Jags? Like, I don't know. I like their colors. I'm like, dude, you can't do that. Dude, you don't have to do that. You'll appreciate it more, Josh. I'd rather see you. He's selling actually kind of well right now. I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. I'm not trying to say no thank you to a gift. But thank you. But I'll let you sell that because I think Kincaid's doing all right now. Because I don't know if he has a lot out there. So I'd rather see you, move it and put it back into the group, honestly. Because I just don't know. My son is more into like Pokemon cards and stuff, and he's into football. But I asked my son this. I asked my kids, "Why are you guys?" Because they're so excited for football season, and they love that we have parties here. They like that we have parties here for the Bills game. So I'm like, that's cool. That's honestly why I love having why I fell in love with football so much was we watch them together as a family every Sunday. Miller Moss, 3 out of 7. That's going to be going out to Sean Letelier. And I will say, my wife, who at first was like, man, we got to go over to your parents' house every Sunday and watch football. And I'm like, just trust me. And she did. And she's like, now she wears her Bills gear and she gets it. She's like, it's a lot sometimes. It is to be over there all day. But I will say, his auto's nice. I will say that football's about family to me. Like, it just brings us together. Is that a Sauce? 101 Sauce Gardner to the New Jersey Jets or Miguelito. There you go, man. 101. 1 of 1 Sauce. Here comes the boom. That'll play. That is a printing plate 101. I've been pleasantly surprised with the way they've put together this product. I agree with Jordan on this one. I have a feeling there's going to be a couple surprise quarterbacks this year. Xavier Worthy, 3 out of 3. Going out to Dougie. There you go, Dougie. Another short print for you. Like, I'm not so sure we don't see Bennett and the Rams. Like, do we trust that Stafford's going to hold up the way that things are going with him? I mean, I watched the guy play last year, first game of the season. Dentavion Wicks, 101 gold proof. That's going to be going out to Rob Palacia. There you go, Rob. One of one, gold proof. And last one is going to be a Caleb Williams, 1 out of 5. Caleb Williams going out to Christine. That's a solid card. There you go, Christine. Like I said, I know not everyone's a Leaf fan. If you're in here, you obviously are somewhat of a fan. But we're not going to hit a $25,000 card out of this. But we're also going to hit a lot of cards that are double, triple your spot. And to me, that's a fun break. It's low risk. You're not spending like $100, $200, $500 on a team where maybe you hit a card and it's worth your spot, or, you know, you could hit one of those bangers. But, you know, I think Leaf is a nice mix-up. I'm not saying it's the only thing to break. I do like it mixed with Panini, but with Panini's prices, sometimes it's hard to even mix it. You buying heavy on Stafford? There's nothing wrong with buying because you're a Lions fan, Josh. And I know you got that real nice one. And as a collector, it's probably good. You might want to even just, you know, buy a little bit now and wait and see what happens. Because he's one of those guys that unless he like has... I just don't think their team's set up to win another Super Bowl right now with the Rams. And if he doesn't win another one, then I just don't see any type where his cards are going to go up. You know, they might remain level. And the market's down, so you're already getting it cheaper than you would have a couple of years ago, you know. Zach Harrison, 3 of 3. We're back on it with the run here. Zach Harrison going out to Scott Ripley. There you go, State Pride. Oh, Stafford? I agree 100%. Especially... Tom Brady out of Leaf Metal. What year? They had a Tom Brady in Leaf Metal. And Israel Abanikanda out of 7. So we're not going to get our run yet. Israel going out to Bob Riley. Yeah, I think the Super Bowl for Stafford solidifies him. I think if he left Detroit, doesn't go to LA and win a Super Bowl, I think then we're having a different conversation. It's kind of like, is he a first ballot, you know, or does he get on, but maybe not a first ballot? How about in the Pro Uni, Isaiah Spiller, 3 out of 3, going out to Chris Taylor. There you go, Chris. Isaiah Spiller, Leaf Metal, top 100, or I should say, So Money, 100 out of 3. Isaiah Spiller. And we're going to get a 101 here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean the yawn. BJ Ajulari. That's going to be going out to Slam. Another one for you, Slam. Coming in hot. Been crushing it. You're going to have quite a big package. You don't hear that often. Yeah, I think he needed to do that to show that that team was holding back. I mean, think about what he lost during his time there. And they never really put a great squad around him. That's cool, Caden. And that's what it's fun. Josh Allen, I don't think was ever in... Well, he wasn't in a lot of it if he was. I haven't seen much of his stuff. And then here's a 1 of 1. Will Anderson Jr. And this is going to be graffiti graphs. I like these cards. And they look really cool as a plate. Will Anderson Jr. 1 of 1. Going to be going out to TJ Erb. TJ Erb. 1/1 graffiti graphs, Will Anderson Jr. He did, but for a limited time. How long were they together? He was what what was his rookie year? I guess he had him for a while, didn't he? Were they in around the same time? Well, you're kind of proving against the fact that he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. If you have Megatron and you're a great quarterback, why don't you put more W's on it? That's the only thing. Honestly, that's the only thing I can think about. I mean, you look at like Brady never had a Megatron. I mean, he had Randy. Everyone always goes, "We had Randy Moss." He had a Randy Moss for like a season, right? Maybe 2. You know, you look at like Eli. Eli has 2 Super wins. Well, that was his defense. Well, he still put points on the board, right? You're not going to get sympathy from me on that, Josh. Not as a Bills fan. I feel like every team feels that way. And now the whole like, oh, it's rigged. The whole system's rigged. It's all, it's the script. I guess it is. It's not in the script. Some people are actually buying into that as like a legitimate form of excuse. But like they proved it to not be the case because every script that was put out there for the Super Bowl, every script that was put out there for the NBA this year, like all these like, oh, here's the script. None of them came true, None of them. And Evan Hall, 3 out of 6. Is that why they brought in the guy they have now? That hard-nosed guy. Scott Letelier with the Evan Hall out of 6. And how about a Amika Egbuka? So Money, 3 out of 3. That's going to be going out too. Oh, this is one we're going to have to random up. So this will be a random at the end. It's out of 3. So someone will have a shot there. We don't do hitless credits, but hey, at the end, if you didn't get one, you're like, man, now you have a chance. 2 out of 3 with the Evan Stewart. That's going to go out to David P. out of 3. Populars. Yeah. Gosh, you guys kind of got a lot right. I don't like that. That's how we were last year. Like, we're supposed to win. And I feel like the Lions have a lot of eyes on them. Like, you guys are supposed to win. That's tough. Chase Brown with the 1/1 sign proof. Chase Brown going to be going out to Don Wiley. Yeah, the NFC North is wide open. It's going to be interesting. Does like Jordan Love come in here and kind of like take the helm? Do the Bears finally come in and like dominate? I mean, they put together a nice squad. And there it is, Will Levis. That we didn't get one last case. Slam, you got it. Will Levis. I think it'll be an interesting division to follow this year. Look at this. We got Bears and Lions and where are our Vikings people at? Could the Vikings finish last this year? It's Packers. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure. All right, let's recap, guys. We have one card to random up, and then we'll go from there. But here we go. We got the Israel Abanaconda for Bob Riley. Zach Harrison going out to Scott Ripley. We had the 101 Chase Brown going out to Don Wiley. How about an Evan Stewart going out to David P. That is out of 3, I believe. We got the Evan Hall to Scott Letelier. BJ Aguilera to Slam. And Chris got this Isaiah Spiller, So Money out of 3. Cool looking card. Dude, that's going to be the division to keep an eye on. I like the competitive nature of it this year. Rob Palacia getting the Dontavian Wicks 101. Xavier Worthy, we're going out to Doug Berger. That's out of 3. We got the Miller Moss, Sean Letteler getting that one. Dwayne McBride hit him in his DMs to Don Wiley, DW. Josh Slamkowski with a Dalton Kincaid out of 7. Thanks again for the offer, Josh. I do appreciate that. Devin Brown going out to Nick Hughes. That's going to be out of 6. We had the Josh Downs to Chris Taylor. Malachi Nelson going out to Miguelito. Kelly Ringo to Larry. Brock Glenn to Slam. That's going to be out of 3. And then we had the Kenny McIntosh going out to Dougie Berger. And Quentin Johnston to Josh Slamkowski. We're not done yet. We had the Will Levis redemption going out to Slam. Still not done. How about another Will? Will Anderson Jr. to TJ Erb, autograph plate 101. How about Caleb Williams out of 5 going out to Christine? Or how about a Sauce 1/1 auto? Miguelito with the Here Comes the Boom Sauce Gardner. Oh, it's a good group, Slam and McGinn and I think Jordan. Are you a Packers fan? Or who do you like? Maybe I'm getting you confused. And we got C.J. Stroud going out to Dougie Berger out of 7. Amika was not on the list. I'm going to do a discount double check quick. So we are going to ram that up. And again, remember, everyone's eligible. There are no hitless credits for this.
And Pax, are you still driving in your game?
That was my wife. That was creepy. She is a rose from the dead. But now my wife and son are going to talk on.
To upstairs speakers.
This is going to go on for a while.
We'll make an announcement to upstairs speakers.
All right, broadcasting now.
To upstairs speakers.
This is what happens in my house.
Dad.
1 minute, buddy. I'm almost done. I'll do it in a minute. All right. Here we go. Up, not 2. Mika Azabuka Mineral.
Wants to come watch me race.
Yes, I'm going to call her in a minute. It's going to be Don Wiley's going to take it down, all right? Don Wiley getting the card. All right, guys, I'm going to go make sure my wife is not trying to move. So I don't want her to hurt herself. So I will be back with y'all tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. Love y'all. I'm ready for this kind of banter. Peace.